All right. Good evening. I am Shauna Fisher here. I'm filling in for Julie Mast as she says her nuptials tomorrow. She is getting married, so she's off down in California getting ready for that. So I am Shauna Fisher here filling in for Julie. So I'm excited to be here. It's always fun to be with all of you lovely people out there in Air One Psychic Radio Land. So just a little bit about me. I know you guys have seen me here on the show with Julie before. So I am an animal communicator and / medium, and I do readings with people as well. So a little bit of everything. So tonight I will definitely be taking your calls if you want to call in and ask any question. There's no question off limits. So any question that you'd like to ask is fair game. I'm here to help in any way I can. So tonight I thought I could talk a little bit about using color to work with helping things in your life and actually using that to help with things in your animal's life. So I went through this color certification program with one of my favorite teachers and mentors, Dougal Fraser. And it's this whole in-depth program, and you work with different colors, and it highlights what different colors can do for you and what they can help with in your life. And it's really been an amazing experience for me. So it can actually not only help you, but it can help the animals in your life too, which is super awesome and super amazing. So with that being said, I will just kind of go into certain colors and what they can be used for. And, you know, what's really cool about working with colors is all you have to do is just imagine that color and just kind of you can do like a quick little meditation with that color and tune in. And what's really cool is you'll start to see that color in different places, and that color will start to work with you and kind of integrate into working with helping things in your life, which is really cool. So one of my favorite ones to start off with people, and this is what my mentor had started off with people in the class with working with them, is with white, because it's kind of like the clear, pure color that kind of gives like a clear slate, and it just is that neutral energy, and that really can work with flowing with things, and it really is amazing. And there's gold that can be harnessing like new venture in your business and in your life and different things like that. So those are kind of like personal colors for you. Now, one color that you can really work with not only yourself, but with the animals in your life that could really help is the color blue. So the color blue is all about, you speaking your truth. And so what I say by using that with your animals is you could imagine that color around as you're sitting with your animal. So say if there is an issue or something like that's going on, you imagine that color blue being around, and that can kind of help you to uncover and discover what the issue is that might be going on in that moment that maybe they're needing help with, right? Or say you get a rescue animal, right, and they are maybe a little bit fearful, or they're having some issues in relation to that. You can imagine the color pink around them. So you can just imagine a big ball of pink energy just encompassing every part of them, and that's sending them that energy of love and that vibration of that, and that can really help with them. Or sometimes you can put out a big piece of rose quartz or any piece of rose quartz around or any kind of highlighted thing of pink around the room, and that can really help them as well. Or even like, kind of like it's not white per se, but it can still, it's a clear stone. So kind of same principle is like a piece of clear quartz to just bring that, clear energy through that can help them too. And one of my favorite colors to work with too is this is a big color for communication. So, that's a lot of things that we're working with our animals is communication and having that communication and really harnessing that. So when you work with the color green, green is like the color of communication. So what I like to tell people to do is imagine kind of like a telephone line, like, that old telephone game. Or you imagine your animal that has the one end on the cup, and then the string and the other end of the cup goes to you, right? And you just imagine that line of green energy just sending that communication to your pet and you, and just it can kind of help to open up that communication. And it can also not only help with you and your pet with communication, but it can actually help with other animals in the house too. So say if, there's another dog that's getting used to another dog around, or another cat that's getting used to another cat, things like that. You can use that same principle, is just surround the color of green around them, and that can really help to kind of open up that communication and to bridge that relationship with them. And you can also do the same thing too. You can put up a color prop of something that's green. So it could be a green stone or any sort of green thing that you have. It could be like a green piece of fabric or anything of that nature. And that could really help to harness that. And if, any of you out there tonight are having an issue that's going on with maybe a new pet that's in the household or an existing pet, and you have any questions, or if you have any questions about what color might be helpful for you at this given moment, you could definitely feel free to call in. I'd love to take your calls in regards to that, or any just general rating that you're looking for too. I would be happy to take your call about that too. So, and I'm trying to think of what's another color. And then another color too that could bring fun into your life. Not the color of green that I was talking about for communication is more the kind of emerald green. Now the color for fun, if you want to bring into fun into your life, the really fun color is like a crisp green apple, right? You know how you look at that crisp green apple and it's just fun and it's inviting and it's just amazing, right? So you can bring that energy into your life for fun. And then one of my favorite colors to work with, and I can't believe I did not mention this, is orange. Orange is a great color for balance and bringing balance into your life. So that is a great color to use. And then red is one of my other favorite colors. And red is all about passion and igniting passion. And then black, you think a lot of people think, oh, like what would that be good for, but that's good for grounding. So that's a really good color for grounding. And so, so that's just some of the insights into the colors. And it looks like I see that we have a caller that is ready, and I am so excited to take this call. So I am ready. It looks like we have, it looks like Emmy is on the line.
Hi.
Hi, Emmy. How's it going? Thanks for calling in.
Thank you. How are you?
Good, thank you. Thanks so much for calling in. Did you have like a what's that?
No, this is like my first time, so I'm not really sure how it all works.
Oh, cool. Awesome. So this is your first time calling into a radio show, or just your first time calling in for, oh, it is. Oh, cool. So your first time calling in for a reading as well. I love it.
Yes.
That's so cool. So did you have a question about an animal in your life or something with yourself, or?
More, if anything, my life's purpose, and if I'm kind of on track with what I'm doing, as if it's what I should be doing.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I feel like you're I get an image of a track and like the wheels of a boxcar kind of going off the track, and then they're going back on the track. So I feel like you're back on track with whatever it is you're doing. You're kind of like full steam ahead. It's kind of like a locomotive, like you're kind of getting back on track. And I feel like for you, it's so interesting because right when you called, I got the image of the color pink in my mind, and then the color purple. So pink, I feel like you could really use that to harness more self-love for yourself. Not that you don't give yourself self-love, but more like being gentle with yourself and knowing that you're on the right track and just not doubting what it is that you see coming forward for you. Because I feel like there's a lot of things that are bubbling up at the surface that you're interested in, but some of them you're nervous and you're hesitant. But if you just go and try and stick your feet in the water and see how it works, and if it doesn't work, you can always just take a step back and go in another direction. And then I would really invite you to work with the color pink and then also the color purple. So the color purple, and I want to touch my heart chakra for some reason, is the color purple is about being a leader, and it's about being empowered and taking charge of what we really want to do. So I invite you to kind of intertwine both of those colors as you weave into kind of a new direction. Is this kind of a new direction that you're kind of going into? You've done a little bit of it, but it's kind of a new thing you're venturing off into.
Possibly, yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I say go for it, because I see just this little peephole just opening up, where somebody's just opening up the shade, and it's just there's all this unknown, so you can see part of it, but then part of it is what's in there. But I feel like it's so much that is there for you to explore and discover and to really open yourself up to. And I feel like it's really exciting. I feel like it's a big leap for you. But I feel like it's going to be so amazing. So, yeah.
Okay. And then also, what about, maybe people that have departed, are they aware of everything that's going on?
Yes, they are. They're definitely really aware, and they see us and they help us too. So I invite you to call in those loved ones, and they're there to help you too. I feel like there's it's like a two figures. It's like a grandfather, father energy, and then a feminine energy. But I feel like the grandfather energy is pushing the grandmother energy back. No, I got this for once. I got this. I'm helping, and it's my turn to help, and I'm taking charge of helping out with what she needs. Does that make sense? That's
interesting.
Yeah, it's it doesn't have to be a literal grandfather or a literal grandmother. It could be that similar energy. Does that make sense? So it's that similar energy of somebody that was like that in your life. Yeah. So
yeah, it does. Okay. And then so what about if I'm doing everything right as a mom?
And oh my gosh, I just got goosebumps through my whole body as you said that. And I get absolutely yes. I just get a warm feeling. And even those times that you doubt that you are doing it right, you are, because I feel like there's sometimes, things with your kids where they might be oh, Mom, come on. And it's no, you are, you're doing everything right, because you have the right thing of where you need to be, sweet, but then where you need to kind of be a little bit okay, no, we're not going to do this too. So you have a good, you have a good balance and a good foundation for that with your kids, which isn't always easy to do, right? But you're doing a great job.
Great. Well,
and
thank
I feel
you.
And I feel yeah, you're welcome. And I feel sometimes too, they're wanting me to mention that sometimes it's good for you to take a step back and be you know what? Mom's going to go have a glass of wine, or she's going to go take a bubble bath, and it's going to be time for me, and it's going to be for my moment. And that's okay to have a mom moment, because I think sometimes we forget to do that self-care for ourselves. So I think that's going to be a good thing for you to do for yourself, because that's okay to do that sometimes. Sometimes we need that, right? So, yeah.
Right. Yeah, I could do definitely more of that.
Yeah, couldn't we all though? But we just forget, right? Because life gets so busy, and that's where, bringing in the color of orange, really can bring balance. So you can just, it's as simple as just imagining that color, and that can help to bring balance in your life. And there's a great book by the teacher that I went through this training program with. It's called Your Life in Color, and it's by Dougal Fraser, and it's super wonderful, and it talks about different colors and how to, incorporate them into your life. And it gives different activation and kind of meditation tips. And it's really, it's really amazing. So, yeah.
Oh, awesome. Well, thank you very much.
Of course, you're so welcome. And thank you so much for calling in. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Thank you.
You're welcome. You have a great night. Thank you so much.
You too.
Thanks. All right. And it looks like we have Ashley in the line, and Ashley is in Liverpool. I love it. Hi, Ashley. How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. How are you today?
Good. Thank you so much for calling in.
Yeah. I've been waiting for you. I'm a little bit excited, actually.
Oh, are you? Oh, yay. I'm so happy to hear that. That's awesome. I'm so glad that you were able to get through that. And that's great. How can I help you tonight?
I was just wondering if you might be able to possibly contact my mum, if she's got any messages for me or anything like that.
You know what's really interesting is right when you mention that, I get kind of an image of, how Kuan Yin sits, and Kuan Yin is just so gentle and graceful and just has that power of just the magnified love and just, the amazingness, right? When you look at Kuan Yin, you just think peace and beauty and kindness and gentleness. You just think that's what you think when you think of Kuan Yin, at least to me. That's what I think. So I feel like your mom, that's the image that I get of your mom, and she's sending you grace and just bubbles of grace, and just for you to kind of realize okay, that she's always there, supporting you, and that she's sending you that ease and that grace, and that you got this, and you are so much stronger than you realize. And you already know that you're strong, but your mom is there guiding you and giving you that gentle grace. It's like she shows me herself on a gliding rocking chair, where she's just kind of gliding back and forth, and she's it's ease, it's all ease. You have this, it's all ease. And I feel like that was just your mom's persona, is that everything came to her with ease, right? Yeah, with ease, right? It's very laid back. She didn't worry about it. She's oh, okay, this happened and everything will be fine, right? She just didn't, put much thought or energy into things like that. She was just, a great light of the world, your mom was. She really was.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. And she sends you a big, bubble of love. I see this big, bubble gum bubble that's just blowing up and blowing up, and it's blowing up and it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and it's huge, and it just doesn't want to pop. And I feel like her reminder to you is nothing can ever pop you or stop you from what you want to do and what you want to be and who you are, and that there's just so much amazingness and so much wonder for you to explore in the world, and there's so much for you to do. And she's definitely been such a guiding force in your life, and I feel like she wants you to work on huge guiding force. And have you worked on she's showing me a coffee or a tea shop where you're kind of sitting there and you're journaling and you're writing, and I feel like there's some water by this place. Have you been journaling or writing? Because I feel like that she wants you to journal and write and create.
Yeah, I think that's what she would want me to do. I haven't been really doing anything at the moment. So
yeah, it's hard to kind of get in that space sometimes, right? Of okay, it's I know I want to write, I know I want to do this, but getting in that space of doing all that. So it's I feel like she really wants you to do that, because I feel like it's I feel like I'm just taking a step back, and there's ease that's coming from my life by doing that writing. So I feel like that's what she wants me to convey to you, because I feel like that's what it will bring to you, is it'll bring back kind of a gentleness and an easefulness that she wants to, bring back to you. And I feel like that she really, she always is there and communicating with you and always there. But I feel like as you write, the stroke of the pen, each pen stroke will be just it's she's writing with you, and she's helping you to just bring some light into your world that you've been missing since she's been gone.
Yeah, that sounds awesome.
Yeah. Oh, she was just beautiful. Oh my goodness. I feel like you just met her and you just wanted to give her a hug, and you felt like you got hugged if you walked by her. You know how you walk by people in the grocery store and you get like just an amazing vibe from them. I feel like that was your mom. You just like, oh, I just want some more of this person's energy because it's just amazing and it just makes me feel love and at ease. Right? Yeah. Yeah. She just had like a grounding presence. Yeah. Amazing. Yeah. And I feel like that she says, you're a lot more like her than you realize. I feel like that you're like her, but I feel like there's a lot more that you invoke with people that, you may not realize that you're invoking with them. And it's really, really powerful and really amazing. So, yeah.
Awesome. Thank you. Hey.
Yeah, of course. You're so welcome. I'm so glad that you were able to, get through and take. And I was glad that I was able to take your call. And yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, I really appreciate it. Hey, I'm grinning from ear to ear, to be honest.
Oh, are you? Oh, you're grinning from ear to ear. And you know what's interesting is I feel like your mom is like grinning from ear to ear too. Like she's showing me her bright smile that just would light up the room. And then she's bringing up like the color yellow to just bring some like brightness into your life and just to do that. And I would just like really imagine the color yellow around you, because I kind of look around my room right now and I see the color yellow that I'm being drawn to, because I feel like that's from your mom. And it's just, she's sending you that brightness, because yellow is like a very hopeful color, and it just, it kind of invigorates you and it makes you come alive and it makes you feel happy. And it's just a really amazing color. And I feel like your mom wants you to harness that. So I would pay attention in the next few days if you see yellow around you, right? So it could be like
you wouldn't believe
yellow.
This right now. I'm standing in the bedroom and the blanket on my son's cot is yellow. I swear on my life.
Are you serious? Wow.
I swear on my life right now, he's got a yellow knitted quilt on his bed.
Wow, that's so awesome. I just got chills. Like I feel like oh, that's so awesome. Yeah, you could put it on that Your Time to Shine Facebook page. That would be so cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I could do that for you guys.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Oh my gosh, I just got chills. So, that just goes to show the way that, our loved ones are communicating with us all the time, right? Because they're always sending us messages, and it could be in ways that we don't think, right? So it could be, colors or different things that they're sending us that's around that we're just not, honed into, but just, pay attention to more things like that yellow blanket, because that's, oh my goodness. That's beautiful. That just, I love it. I love that. So maybe you could even, curl up with that tonight, or maybe your son will let you borrow that and you could go sit and do some writing and have that blanket right there. So that'd be so cool.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Oh, that just makes me so happy. I'm so glad that you were able to call in, and definitely we would love to see a picture of that on that Your Time to Shine Facebook page. That would be great.
That's no problem. I'll definitely do that for you.
All right, perfect. Well, I hope that you have a blessed night, and thank you so much for calling in, Ashley.
You too. Thank you so much.
You're so welcome. All right, this was so much fun to fill in for Julie. I wish her well on her wedding tomorrow. I know that's going to be beautiful, and then she will be back with you again. And, it was so great to tune in with all of you tonight. It's always so much fun to come on here. And they have the Facebook page. It's Your Time to Shine on Facebook. And then Julie's website is yourintuitivementors.com. And I actually have a Facebook page. It's under Nature's Keeper on Facebook, and that's my Facebook page for my animal communication business. Or you can also find me on natureskeeper.info. And not only do I do the animal communication readings, I also do color coaching too. So I have like coaching packages where I work with people on for a certain amount of time with working with colors and helping them with an area on their life that they're working with too. So I would love to connect with you all. And this show is every Thursday night at 7:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on Air One Psychic Radio. So thank you again so much for tuning in. It was a great pleasure to be here. And again, the Facebook page is Your Time to Shine, and mine is Nature's Keeper, and it's natureskeeper.info. And then Julie's page is yourintuitivementors.com. And I believe that has a link for her other website on there as well. And then she will be back in with you again. And I'm sure I will definitely fill in again. It's always great to come on here and connect with all of you. And then also too, that book that I was talking about, it's Dougal Fraser, and it's Your Life in Color. Again, it's Your Life in Color, and it's by Dougal Fraser. And that's who I went through that coaching program with, and a lot of great information in that book. So I invite you to check that out as well if you want to learn about how color can impact your life, or you can contact me too, and I could do some color coaching with you as well. So that would be great. So again, thank you so much for tuning in, and blessings to you all. And I hope you all have a great night, and I look forward to connecting with you all again in the future. Thank you. Bye for now. Take care.